Hello again guys, and welcome to another episode of Manor Farm Let's Play. So starting again in the machinery shed, in the sell point sheds rather. That's because we're going to customise this and put it back to the standard wheels. I think the wide wheel weights, they cost... Wide tyres won't cost anything because we'd already got them, they just cost to change them over. We're just going to stick standard ones on it for now. If we do slurry them, we might change them. Although it does cost to change them, but... Right. And we'll sell this because we're going to replace stuff gradually with the Coon DLC. Stuff that are better. So that's that sold. And yes. So we're going to go and do a few odd jobs today. Got some feeding to do, and we're going to use the forage wagon to pick up some grass and feed that directly as like zero grazing type grass. I've already mown and raked that, we've already seen that. We're going to cart a bit of muck as well. There's about a trailer load. And yeah, I've also got a new mod, the water tank mod, so we'll have a go with that. So we'll take the bale trailer up there and bring a few of them back, and then just store them. So we'll feed up first and get rid of those bales, and then so we'll do that. So we need the forage wagon. Almost went to open the window then, because I'm used to it for my tractor at Ingager is the 724, but it's got IC control. Right, just take this then. We might have to look into getting the, I think it's CZ pack it's called. It's effectively just a large pack of tools that you can use. But yeah, we'll look at that for some front loader kit, and possibly for the telehandler as well. I just mowed the one just before the beet field, so there's not much, but we don't really need a great deal, so just this one through that gate straight ahead of us. I'll hopefully try and put some more of these videos out, but just keep the Monday ones going, and then when I get a chance I'll put extra ones out type thing, just because I want to get on with the Let's Play a bit more. I'm aiming for probably just 10 episodes, because it's not the most exciting map in the world. And then we might move on to another small map, say Kendall Farm or some other map. I don't know what really, but want to move away from this map perhaps. But I'll see the Let's Play through, but it just won't be a very long one. Shouldn't be a massive yield off here. I didn't put any fertiliser or muck or slurry or anything on it, which we will be doing in future ones. On the Ingogri Farms front, that is released, well not released, but it's uploaded and is in Giants' hands to like test it and decide whether they want it on there. So yeah, hopefully that passes its testing. If not, I wouldn't have thought it's major problems to change, because otherwise we'd have noticed it. So therefore I should be able to rectify them. On the contracting front, I decided that we're going to try and push for more seasonal jobs. So if you've got any muck slurry, ploughing, cultivating, drilling, those sort of jobs at the moment, and send them in. But we're not going to stop the everything else. Just maybe push for that, and then as it changes through to fertilising and all that sort of stuff, and silage and bales and hay and everything, then we'll move with that and combine it, etc. But obviously not to say that we're going to stop the other stuff, because I know there isn't a great deal of muck and slurry jobs out there, so we don't want to be left with nothing. But yeah, that is back open again now. So someone said the link in the description might not be working, so I'll check that before this video, and then it can be corrected, and then when this video goes live it should be the correct link. But that yeah, that's fully open, so send in any jobs if you want them. We're gonna cart the muck to that field, the beet field, and then we can spread a bit on this grass field and them if we want to, but we'll focus on getting it out on that land there. I think I'm playing with 3-stage growth stage, so we can just fertilise or spray it once probably, just depending on how we go. We can drill with fertiliser or what, but we'll see, because I don't think all the drills in the new Coon DLC actually have fertiliser, so which isn't a big deal, because we can do muck before it's drilled, or slurry, and then do artificial pellet fertiliser, and then spray as well. So there's your 3. But yeah, we probably look at getting them. I mean, I think this is a 6-meter drill, whereas the Coon DLC one is a 4-meter, which I don't think is too bad, really, considering the map size. Right, we'll go and pop this in the cow field. Whoa. What did that hit? There's another thing to get slightly used to, because on my Ingagri farms, which we've been doing a lot of recently, it's got muck in the shed there, and so the gate opens the opposite way outwards, so just remembering where to park and everything. There we go. They don't need a lot, but it should just help them get that productivity up. Glitching through each other. Brilliant. Oh, cow. There's only 30 of them, and they all seem to be around here. Right. There we go then. Close this up. We'll park this in the pit, I think. They could go back in the shed. Now I'm going to put other stuff in the shed, as this has got what's it called? Grass. There we go. Got there eventually. Right then, luckily for you, you don't need to watch me make another mixed ration. I've already made that off camera, so we can use that one. We're only going to give them 1, I think. and then we'll just pop this on rail trailer. I think doesn't really need to be this big a tractor, but as it's free, we'll just take this one. We'll have to unload them into that shed, so we might have to move some of that in a minute. Actually, we could stick it in there, I don't know. I'll have a look in a second, but we'll just scrape up what they've chucked out, and then we can get the Ford in and feed them. I did find actually the TM is much better feeding if you got a wheel. This is the TM JCB TM 320, I believe it is. It's much better at feeding up, really, because you can turn so much tighter in the shed, which is what Manor Farms use. But we use the Manitou for contracting, because you can get in here no bother, whereas Manitou, I mean, you can get in there just as I see it shown there. It's easy enough, but it's just that bit easier to have that confidence to swing around enough. Why isn't that unloading? Oh, they got grass. It's a bit annoying. Right, I'll just chuck that in the pit then, I think. Yeah, what we should have done is feed this first, I think. Or scrape it out first and then give it to them. And then give them the grass from that wagon. Because now what we've done is we've got so much grass in there that they're full to capacity, and we can't actually give them this grass. So we're just going to pop this in the wagon, and then it can be fed as grass later. There we go. I don't know if we've got any pallet tines actually. Have to have a look at that actually, because we're going to need pallets for this water. But yeah, we'll actually we have got pallet tines. What I'm on about? There's some up there, I think. Anyway, is it mixed? Can't remember. Yeah, I learnt the other day that you can actually do 2 silage, 1 hay and 2 straw. Because if you look, oh, it's 2 minutes the wrong side. Because if you look at the arrows there, they're the same of tolerance. So you can always do 2 silage once we've got the pit full. And we've got plenty of silage, although we have still got plenty of silage. Hay is a bit shorter off, so perhaps we'll do that. Let's put the hot hider back on. Right, we'll just part this up. I think actually we'll just chuck 2. Although if we're going to start doing, we could. I was going to say we could chuck 2 of those in the feeder wagon, but we don't really want. We don't really want that yet. I don't really want to move that. Could we fit it in here, perhaps? We don't really need that water bowser anymore, because we're using the tanks. So we'll pull that out, and then I can sell that later. because of that wall, we're going to have to go this way, I think. There we go. Right, we'll sort that out later. And I'll grab these and put them in that bay. I think we'll do the muck first because I've got the muck fork on to grab. Why they aren't going on fully, I don't really know. And yeah, we'll just chuck them in here. There we go. It's only rough, but it doesn't matter. Might have to draw back actually. I don't know. We can get them like that. No? Okay, they don't want to go. Right. Muck. Right, we'll sell that water bowser and then we'll use the Ford to grab that trailer. Right, I didn't really think about selling this, but actually we don't need it anymore, so may as well get the money. And then there's another thing, the pallet times. Then that's another thing we're gonna think about doing there, is selling, or giving back our loan that you start with. Yes. Thinking the other day, I was on about the beet harvesting. We can't really afford or justify a big beet harvester. We can actually rent them. I forgot about that. So we might rent in some Ingagri kit, some mods that I use for that, and then it's like they can come out with the rented stuff. Or we might even do it like we did on Brompton and actually get them to deliver it, which is probably even more realistic. Right, sell that. Get extra cash. Right, we can actually pay off the loan, I do believe. The loan is how much? No. Oh, that was all the loan. Oh, and another achievement. Right. Oh, you're not saved. I did just save. Right then. That's that loan paid off. I thought there was a greater loan than that, which is always a bonus. We don't need to buy anything, so we'll just take this back. I'll be back in a second then. When we're back at the yard, see you in a second. So back at the yard then. Pile of muck. Grab the trailer, should have probably come down from the other side. You might get it. There we go. Would have probably been easier to reverse down that bit there, but oh well. And it would have probably been easier to reverse up to here, because now the tractor's in the way. I know what we can do, put it diagonally across the track bit there. There we go, that'll do. And go the man suit. So, I know it's not the most exciting episode, lots of odd jobs, but they just need to be done really. I don't mind in terms of playing. I quite like doing lots of different little things. Feels like you've done more. Yeah. Chucked it out already. Really? I'll push that up again at the end of the episode. And I'll probably feed up again. Do another feed. Yeah, as I say, this is going to the... Oh dear, oops. I'll grab that bit at the end. This is going to the beet field. And then we can spread it on the beet field mainly. And then whatever's left can go on the surrounding grass fields. We're going to have to either buy a slurry tank or rent one in. Or we could even get the contractors in, because I'm looking at probably buying some more cows. So try and spend as much as we can money wise on that and get more muck and slurry and everything and that. But we do need to get on with a harvest in the next episode, I think, because we're starting to get low on straw and that needs to be on with, and we can get more money as well from the grain. But yeah, I know you get a fair amount of bales off field 1 here, just that big one across there, so we'll probably do that one. This part actually looks bigger than it is because it's got on a hill. But I did look, and there is roughly a trailer load. Although I did spill a bit, so I can just pick that up. This is because there's a muck heap. You don't need to do it so often as all the time, but as there is plenty of, well, there's not a great area here, so I suppose it does need to be mucked out, but you don't have to take every little bit like you do with it in the shed, because in the shed I haven't got him working exactly how I'd like yet, because I think it's as good as it's going to get for a while on Ingagi Farms, that is, because when it's in the shed it mounts the same way, it's just in the shed. So yeah, I'm just having to muck it out quite quickly, because otherwise the cows would look really weird walking over it. Yeah, must be getting there. I might not get all the last bits out of there because it's not the easiest with a bit hilly there. I'll get what I can now and then just leave the rest. I mean, if I'd spent enough time, I could get it all, but you don't really need to, as it's not in the shed. Just got a bit more from this side. That'll do. Just grab this bit. I only, although I didn't actually spill any more, which is always a good thing. Well, I didn't really want to do any in the first place, but I could have done, so that's why I left it to last, if anyone was wondering. Not worried about that little speck, really. It's a yard, it gets mucky. There we go, filled the trailer as well. So after all that fighting to get it out of there, we end up putting the bit back in. Bonus. And we'll park it up here next to these pallet tines. Right then. Obviously we don't sheet it, we muck. Yeah. We're away. Not quite sure what we'll put in that shed, but I'm sure I'll find something. I'll have a bit of a yard rearrange after the recording. You don't need to seal that, I don't think. Why? I'm glad I removed this track. It's that stand there, it catches on it. Nice gentle stop against the gate. Let's pop it down this side, I think. Don't want to be putting it next to the beat. There we go then. I'm not sure how much that's going to actually do. We might need sort of 2, possibly 3 trailers to this field. Not entirely sure. I would close at the gate at this point, but they all seem to close every time I close the game, so I'm not too fussed about that. I think I might just have a dodgy version of animation map trigger. Right guys, so I parked at the Ford and brought the bale trailer and the mounter over. So we're just going to buy the water tanks. They're quite expensive for water. A cubic metre of water, really, £100. Seems a lot to me. We'll buy a few. It's not a lot in terms of the game, but real life, that's very expensive. 6, we'd go for 8. Why not? We can store them somewhere. I'm not sure where. Right. Which way do you presumably take them from? That side? The side that we initially got them from? Right, if anyone's running, I'm just pushing them together so that I can take two at a time. Not drinking water, which is why we're putting it into a cow trough. Right. I'm not sure we're actually going to fit two of these on here because they're quite wide. No, we're not. We have to. I mean, 2 rows. So what we might end up having to bring the final 2 back on the Manitou, I think. Yeah, we'll push them. So yeah, we're gonna fit 6 on there. Yeah, should be able to. That'll be fine. You gonna? No, apparently not. Go down, you stupid thing. There we go. Pallets in game don't always like to work. I picked some up the other day and it was bales actually, but pallets as well. It's done to me in the past, and just pick them up, raise the arm up slightly, and they decide to go flying off onto the roof. Luckily, using the Manitou, we could just boom out and pick them off the roof, but I don't know why it decides to do it randomly. Get off, you stupid things. Here we go. Right, yeah, we're gonna get 6 on there. It's not probably the best idea to be driving down the road with 2 of these on, one on each tine, but you know, well. It's only a short distance, I guess. Hopefully should be able to strap these down, if not, in a bit of trouble. Really. You can grab either. That was there, so we'll just do that one. Not in great positioning really, but oh well. Right then, we'll leave the episode here because that's over 30 minutes anyway, so that's sort of the mark I'm aiming for. So yes guys, I'll bring these back and stack them up, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. So as I said, I'm going to try and put out more than just once a week, but how much I can't guarantee, and it may not even be twice a week, may not be every week, twice a week, but I'm going to try and do more. So yes guys, thanks you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.